this video, I'll show the new and improved returns feature. So we have added damaged and short supply onto the returns function. So these return types are logged and flagged across the returns process. So here is the new update for returns. So from return search, we now have a return type. It is by default the standard, or what you usually use. Now, if you click on the drop down, you'll be able to use and see short supply and damaged option. So in order for you to tag a title as short supply or damage, simply select them from the drop down. Use the usual filter for your invoices. Okay, you may set the date, the time, the date or the month for the invoice filter. As usual, you can search for the distributor. You can also search by barcode, right? So if you search, then the drop down is set to short supply. When you click on add, okay, when you click on add to return cart, the titles or the ISBNs that are listed here will be added to the returns cart along with the type short supply. So let's click on this one. Right now, those two titles are now added to this list. Okay, so they are now tagged under the short supply list. Now in returns cart, you'll also see those return type. So standard, short supply, and damaged. So clicking the standard again by distributor. Okay, they are grouped by the types. So for standard, we have 4 books. For short supply, under the same distributor, okay, we have 5. And for damaged, we have a total of 7 quantities. Alright, so you can switch distributor from here. If there is no damage titles under Harper's return cart, then you'll see this message. Let's check short supply. Still not. For standard, we have the standard populated, or we have 9 titles listed here. Alright, so let's say that we are going to return or request for a damaged, okay, a damaged RA, friends. Alright, like the usual, you just need to proceed and here we have damaged goods authorization request. Now we received a report that on the email for the RA, let's say for damage and short supply, the damage, this label isn't included. So we will be fixing that, or we'll be creating a tidy up ticket for that. Alright, so let me just change this. As mentioned, the email for these new types of returns, we will be updating the label for the email that has been sent to the supplier. So for this one, it was a damaged one, so we will update this to returns damage, or damage returns. So as you can see here under awaiting approval, we have an updated column, or a new column, which indicates what kind of RA is it. So this one is return type damage for these two RA number. Now let's say that we have processed a short supply. Okay, have it under alliance. Okay, so this is the one that we are talking about on the email. So we will be updating this header. Alright, so for short supply, um, it directs to credit notes. So then the short supply skips the process of awaiting approval and returns the process, but creates it under awaiting credit note. So these are the titles that we have requested earlier, and as you can see under return quest type we have short supply. Now let's go back to the damage sample. Let's say okay, approval number, post, and from here you see that this is our damage RA. Now for old and existing returns before this feature has been rolled out, they are tagged as standard. Alright, so let's say that these are all approved by the supplier. We pick all and post. Alright, so the RA is now then listed under awaiting credit notes. So those are the new, or this is the updated or new feature rolled out to production